Merci d'être nombreux, les amis, les inconnus, foreigners, friends, family. Oh! Sach! What's this? Yeah! Bonne année! Bonne année! Sincerely, here in this kids, ich bin zu Hause. It's like at home because, how to begin? This is a kisansi, a stanza. I wanted to speak on the microphone, but the technique don't want to let me speak in it. But it's not so big here in Studio Art, so I can begin without this. Today is special for me because first, that's the first time in Berlin that I present this. This is the tome 1, the first volume of my PhD. It's called Du sens originel de Nzambi et Mpungú. What is it? What is in this book is connected to what you will see in the paintings, which is connected to what we can see. You can see in the screening. I'm happy to be here, Grüntaler Str, because this PhD was written in Bastianstrasse. I used to live there in Bastianstrasse. Yeah, I was married at this time with the beautiful lady you can see there. Woo! Woo! Yes, and that's why in the dédicace it goes first to the beautiful Tamara Safir, my ex-wife, and who is my family now, and also dedicated to Monsieur Walk. Who is Monsieur Walk? Monsieur Walk, he is a guy, the French guy, with whom we produce 22, no, I am lying, 24 years ago, we had a label, the name was Verso Records, we did a vinyl. And after he died with he was in a scooter, car crash. So the occasion for me to having this book, my PhD published, 7 years of writing, no, 7 years of studying. The writing was the last years here in Beijing. That's why in the dédicace, I think I will read. First I wanted to prepare like a discourse, but after I said no. I took 7 years to write all this. I don't want to write anything more in order to present it. So it's, yes, the dédicace, there is Tamara Safir, Monsieur Walk, we did this. Yes! Cheers to Monsieur Walk! I will speak about him a little bit also. And the band of Monsieur Walk was, sorry, it's a bit messy. This, I wanted to change. First I wanted to write discourse, now I said, this is a anarcho-punk band from Le Met-sur-Seine. What is Le Met-sur-Seine? 77350, oui c'est ici, bienvenue dans ma galaxie, Le Met City. In this little country of the suburb of Paris, there was 2 punk bands. And P4, P4 means in France, at the time where you had to go to army, when you were P4, you were a social. So if you are P4, you don't have to go to the army. Me, I was P3, so I haven't made my military service, but the band was P4. And this guy, Mr. Walk, after, we were friends since 15 years old, we were friends. We smoked our first joints together, and he became a manager. And after he died, but the project we had, I'm still fighting to make them be known. That's why today and all this week for me is to share. That's why I'm happy that you are here. This you can look, it's connected to the actuality. You will see the punk and with this Palestinian, flag. How do you call it? Flag. So this, you will see in the screening some the music, the soundscape come from here. You will see the dedicates to not only Mr. Walk was dead, but also one friend who was singing in this disc. That's why I dedicate to him a track. It's called Sacrifice. There, when you will go in the gallery, there is a QR code. If you have a smartphone, you do this, bim, you go to my Bandcamp. Because 20 years after, I have a Bandcamp. But I speak about art distillery because my art is like rum or whiskey. The older, the better. That's why. And you will see there are little sheet of paper. That's codes. Later, I will play this music. If you like it, you take a little paper, you go on the page, you can have my music is to share. If it's only on my laptop, it's not. It wasn't the aim with the work. I spoke about this. It's Braza sur scène. It's le met sur scène. But my family come from the Congo Brazzaville. Yes, there is two Congo. Big Congo, big chaos. Little Congo, little chaos. And there is, and Kinshasa and Brazzaville are the two nearest Hauptstadt of the world. But when you are in Brazzaville, you can see the Congo River is not a frontier. It's more like a placenta. When you are in Brazzaville, you can see even the cars of the light of the cars of Kinshasa. I've never been to. Thank you. I've never been to. There was another one. That was my idea. I said I bring T-shirts and voila. I will speak a little bit about this book, du sens originel, about the original meaning of Nzambi and Mpungú. Nowadays in Central Africa, after 5 centuries of Christianism, evangelization, in Central Africa and all over the world, people from Congo will traduce Nzambi as the God of the Bible. In this work of philosophy, it's a philosophy of history, but also philosophy of mythology. I worked on 5. I'm not Christian. That's why it was interesting but hard for me to leave 5 books of the Bible to understand and to read some traduction of the Bible in Congo since from the 16th century until today. And I don't want to. For example, there I wrote Mbongi. What is Mbongi? Mbongi is what I try to reproduce there. Mbongi is of Dutch, it's Schuchtomheid der Intimität. Of French, pudeur de l'intimité. This interpretation came from one of my brother. I have many brothers and sisters who are 10. Five male, 5 female. Nature did the things good, and there I began with something which traduces the concept of quasi-modernity. In Brazzaville, the first time I traveled there, I was born in Lomé City, in the French suburb, but what I wanted to say is that I grew up with Congo tradition, there was transmission from my parents, and transmission of fairy tales. I like fairy tales. I will explain to you one fairy tale, but Mbongi is a place and a moment. It's when you transmit fairy tales and these values to your children. This is Mbongi. It's not only a moment, it's also a place. That's why I called it lieu-moment. Moment-lieu. It's a place and a moment. Everybody understands moments in this. But this Mbongi, what is interesting, it's tradi-modernity. It was in Alger, Hauptstadt of Algeria, 1969. Pan-Africanist Festival, a tradi-modern band sing Mbongi. It says, Mbongiyeye, Mbongiyeye, Mbongiyeye kabuluchina yo Mbongiyeye. It means, Mbongi, this intimidates. Who will stay to take care of this Schüchternheit, der Intimität? Mbongiyeye, Mbongiyeye. That's why I put first this quoting of this song. After I studied philosophy in France. After I put quotings from Nietzsche, le gai savoir, die fröhliche Wissenschaft, and I've been happy to traduce it into Congo. So I won't read this in German because everybody will laugh and I don't want to make you laugh, but the book is there. If you go there, you open, you will see the quoting of Le gai savoir de Nietzsche. It's in French, German, and Kikongo. And I like translation, I like interpretation, and it's what I've done in this book. And I'm very happy that it has been published now. I did a presentation in Paris in the 23rd of December. It was in Rue Cujas, it's in Quartier Latin, it's very near La Sorbonne, because the defense of this PhD was in La Sorbonne. And yeah, my editor had this idea to make the first presentation very near of the scene of the crime. This is about the PhD, and you will see there in the gallery the drawing, which is the cover, is a painting of my father, Chef Wapiti. My father is a painter and ceramist, and what is funny is that I began my study of philosophy in 1996. This painting was made in Le Mets-sur-Seine, in my suburb, in 1996. And I'm the one who asked my father, when I will be, I was still living in my parents' place at this time, when I will have, later, will you give me this painting? Say yes, have a house first. I had a house, and so this PhD was written in Bassenstrasse. This painting had been properly, I don't know the English name, framed in Bassenstrasse, in the circuits. You can read it there. This is interesting. This is the book. It was in 2001. I was doing a master, and the teacher who used to drive me, he showed me this book, and this book changed my life in a way. Because in my suburb, my father used to share fairy tales, and in this book, I recognized one song, which is this song. I used to know it as the song of the crab. In English, crab. You know the thing, crabs. But in this book, it's not about crab. Almost the same song, different. It's called The Song of the Sun. So I was alone, in the library, like everybody is on this thing, and it's written in Kikongo language and French. As my Kikongo language is not perfect, I used to, back and forth, and suddenly, I recognized song from a fairy tale I learned when I was a child, and if there it's called Song of the Sun, and in the fairy tale is Song of the Crab, I realized that it means that in the fairy tale the crab is the symbol of the sun, and I was like, but you know, everybody is working, so you are alone like orgasm. And after I understood that, okay, I have to search more in fairy tales and in proverbs, and it was the nicest part of my PhD. And what is wonderful in life, in 2003 I finished this before the PhD Arbeit, and 20 years after, my editor made a new publication of this book, and he asked me to write the preface. So I had the chance to write the preface of the new edition of this book, who have changed my whole perception on this other culture which is mine. Done. And this after will... I promised to my friend that I will give this to him. Now, the soundscape, this, I recorded myself. It's the north of the Congo. You are in the middle of the rainforest. And it's perfect to share stories. So, a little story. It's the story of hunter, which name is Nangabangou. Now you won't have to pronounce it, I do it. Nangabangou. Nangabangou was a wonderful hunter, but I will make short. One day, he came back from the hunt with anything. And he said, I should have killed the little one. But in this village, there was a child who had been killed by une balle perdue. What do you say? You know, in hunt, when there was an accident. So he was saying that I should have killed the little one. I should have killed the little one. And some women heard this, and they thought that maybe he's the one who have killed the little child. So they put him in jail, and there was a trial. This story gave birth to a proverb, because my painting is about the system of oral tradition, of Congo oral tradition. So, his name is Nangabangou. After the proverb says, Watangana Bangula. So if you say Ngana, it's a specific proverb which is connected to a fairy tale. There is this in France, you know, Jean de La Fontaine, for example. You know, you have a little sentence at the beginning or at the end. For example, there are French people in the audience, they can play. La loi du plus fort. Oh, vous êtes nuls. Mais si, la loi du plus fort est toujours la meilleure. Nous allons découvrir tout à l'heure. I got another one. Rien ne sert de courir. Il faut partir à point. We do it again. Rien ne sert de courir. Voilà. And Watangana Bangulek means if you say a little thing like this, you have to explain everything. Otherwise, Watangana Bangula. Weri Nanga Bangu, Wafwa Nangana. So if you tell Ngana, explain it. Otherwise, like Nagabangu, you can die because of this Ngana. And I like this because a big part of Congo philosophy is in it. Watangana Bangula. I'm a musician, so I did some music with it. But Watangana Bangula, Weri Nagabangu, Wafwa Nangana. And what I did, for example, this and this. There are details of some paintings, but I call this Kimpa, because Kimpa is another category in Congo oral tradition. There is in Ghana, connected to a fairy tale. There are Kimpa like the vignette. An example, but I need you. When I say Ngwalo, you say Wayoka. We try. Ngwalo. Ngwalo. I say Naum. And you have to say the answer. We'll try again. Ngwalo. Naum. The answer is the fall of an old person. Because in our philosophy, if an old person fall, she mustn't say, ah! Because if she's old, or he's old, if he fall on the floor and shout, panic, everybody will panic. So in this philosophy, it's this old and wise person, she or he will fall, he will just say, to keep all the pain in order not to, and it's tough, but this is Kimpa. So these are not only details, but Kimpa. And also Kimpa, it's about metonymy. It means this is connected to the whole. The party brings you to the whole. Another thing I need you for is, when I say, you will see in the exhibition, Talaye, Talangai. Talaye, Talangai is Kuk Mishan, Kuk Dishan. We made a traduction with my students, because I'm teacher in the Französisches Gymnasium. We can try this, it's easy. When I say Talaye, you say Talangai, and after I say Talangai, you say Talaye. Talaye, Talangai, again, Talaye, Talangai. It's about Kuk Mishan, Kuk Dishan, Kuk Dishan, Kuk Mishan. And this is when you know I'm a teacher, and some, you know, Dipster class, sometimes it's so, and it's working, they like it. Talaye, Talangai, and it's Lingala. I will play with you, for you, the first song my father transmitted to me. I wanted him to learn more, but when I came back to show him what I've done, I said, please, you show me something else. He said, no, it's okay. It's an instrument. You have one song, work on it. It's no problem. So this is Emame. It's a dialogue between a mother and a daughter. The daughter said, "Hey, mommy, look at our fish, the catfish. Bakam bangala tonda. Take the stick to." And no, it's not very. It's not. It seems violent, but it's not. It's not violent. And what I like is, in reality, this little song gives indication about a specific feminine way of fishing, because when you fish with a stick, they need to make the level of the water slower, but after to fish, you have to go on the water. So women have to put the dress until here. That's why it's only a women fishing. And I like that a little song like this gives indication about Let's keep on. Let me the time just to take a. And I will do it like we used to do in the hall of the buildings in my suburbs. Inside the blocks, no day, no night. It's so funny for us. We are the neighborhood nightmare. As usual, we brought some to drink, some to smoke. From two guys, we're big enough to bum watch the block stairs. As usual, all of us create noise for them. No dialogue, face to face, 2 walls apart. They see us like dirty animals, dangerous outlaws. They don't care Afro-Caribbean youth can be so marvelous. We know their way of living, we know their rhythm. Sleeping, working, sleeping, working, sleeping, working. No time for loving, neither fucking or kissing. The truth is that our worst hell is the heaven. They vote for AFD, they vote for the British Front, they vote for the National Front, just to see one day another white man's version. The truth is that our worst hell is the heaven. Fucking heaven. Now we're gonna change the rhythm. Now it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We learned how to being roughneck because police and thieves are trying to breaking our neck. We learned how to live valiantly among those who wear uniforms of brutality. We learned how to being roughneck because police and thieves are trying to breaking our neck. We learned how to live valiantly among those who wear uniforms of brutality. I don't like blood, me say me no like vampires, too many blood. Brothers fight against each other instead of the real enemy. This shit stem, me no mboni ranambata, meta tomawa. Et pourtant nos valeurs sont rudes. Surfer sur la moralité, prendre le vrai de la vie prude, courir et tomber sans pleurer, ne pas s'apitoyer et rire, rester un être capable d'aimer, rester un être capable d'amour. C'est un extrait de Spleen de banlieue, album qui sortira dans 2 mois peut-être. Merci.